Hi, good morning, everybody. And first of all, I would like to thank the European Commission for the invitation, because this event that focuses on accelerating European innovation, I believe is very important in this moment where our society is emerging from the most severe crisis that we have seen in living memory. And I think innovation is precisely what's called for if we want to master the social, ecological, and economic challenges that Europe will be facing in the future. Now, more than ever, I think it's crucial to show the seeds of a more sustainable future. And crises, being they wars or pandemics, always fuel social imagination. And it's up to us that the ideas that emerges from those crises are holistic, pragmatic, and democratic in their approach. Now it is the time to act upon those forward-looking ideas that could project us into a more digital, carbon-neutral future. And digitization, as we know, poses some of the greatest challenges of our times. So digital transformation should mean thinking and acting in an interdisciplinary manner that puts forward all aspects of digital, the technical, the economic, but also the human and cultural dimension. And digital innovation hubs should bring together these diverse aspects to help Europe fully adopt the digital across the economy and society. During this pandemic, we are all seeing the increasing digitization of many aspects of our life. And digital infrastructures, from connectivity to data to platforms, have proved to be critical infrastructure on which essential services of society, such as work, healthcare, food delivery, and education depend upon. We also see the importance of digital, like mastering data and artificial intelligence with high-performance computing to discover new drugs and to understand and defeat the virus. However, accelerating digitization is not enough. It is also necessary to give it a direction that is about using digital technologies to attain both social and environmental sustainability. And I call this a green digital deal. This is where we urge the collaboration with the arts. Questions of technology, the built environment, material, but also the development of new products and services are very related to those of culture, identity, and governance. They are symbiotically linked. And arts, creativity, and design can play a powerful role, helping to initiate a new wave of systemic transformation. Artistic experimentation that allows unforeseen use of technology and art that can make us reflecting critically about the role of digital in society are very important to make technology focus on what really matters to people, to humans. Regarding our capacity to master and govern innovation, the European Commission is defining a new ambitious policy vision with a new regulatory framework that will make Europe fit for the digital age. And in the context of growing geopolitical multipolarity, for Europe it is increasingly essential to stay competitive in the strategic value chains of the future, meeting Europe's targets of becoming climate neutral by 2050. To do this, Europe needs to compete globally on science and technological innovation. And digital innovation hubs are essential to accelerate technology transfer and adoption, since they provide companies, and especially SMEs, startups, or mid-caps, the opportunity to improve their business model, their production processes, their products and services through the adoption of digital technology. To boost Europe's ecosystem, coordination is needed at a pan-European level to bring out our best innovation into the market, setting up EU venture capital fund in coordination with national innovation agencies and facilitating public and private partnership with strategic missions. It is about creating a real partnership between the system of startups and innovative SMEs, the world of private investors, the world of research and large company and public institutions, unlocking not only investment, but above all ideas for the benefit of the future, with intervention that strengthen the European industrial ecosystems, in line with the objectives of the new strategy for European recovery, which focuses on digitization, on the Green Deal, and on social solidarity. But for Europe to compete means putting forward our cultural strength, our history and value. We must not blindly follow China and the US, which are proposing a model for the digital future, which is mainly centered on faster, bigger, and more efficient. It is the time to advance a model of European digital sovereignty, a digital humanism with a unique European touch to innovation that is based on culture and values, and which guarantees our strategic autonomy, full democratic participation of citizens, and that protect the environment and the fundamental rights of people. Here we see that the role of the arts is absolutely crucial. And that's why the European Commission has put forward the idea to include artists in digital innovation hubs throughout Europe. It is increasingly necessary for Europe to become a global reference for sustainable and democratic digitization by developing projects in the nexus of science, technology, and the arts to bridge, connect, and blend the green and the digital transformation. This is following specific initiatives that the European Commission has developed over the past few years, in particular the STARTS initiative, Innovation in the Nexus of Science, Technology, and the Arts. As we know, the COVID crisis has shown that many topics are interlinked and that new thinking comes from breaking silos and integrating different dimensions in the development of innovation processes, such as sustainability, quality of experience, and inclusion. Becoming the first climate neutral continent by 2050 is the ambition that drives Europe. But change is needed in order to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals through innovation. And this requires new forms of knowledge acquisitions, new contributing actors to the ecosystem, and new type of entrepreneurship that can be fostered, by instance, by integrating STARTS approaches in the digital innovation hubs. And I'm convinced that new alliances are needed between science, technology, and artistic practices, cultural institutions, and the industry, as supported by the STARTS initiatives. The method grounded in artistic practices are ideal for producing innovation that, while occasionally disruptive and radical, also foster positive, pluralistic, and inclusive change. They reveal futures to come and paths to achieve them. It is important that these methods and their consequences transcend the artistic milieu and also inform product innovation and our industry, helping shape the prototype of sustainable products of tomorrow and expanding the boundaries of what is possible. For example, projects involving arts and artificial intelligence, or HPC and quantum music, biotechnology, robotics, and the circular economy, leading to a more sustainable design. The link of art and sustainability was also put forward by the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, that declared that the climate transition needs its own distinctive aesthetics and promised to create a new European Bauhaus, a co-creation space in which architects, artists, students and engineers, scientists and designers work together to combine style with sustainability. A place where we can rethink the present and reflect on the complexity of today's world to understand it better and to have the capacity to face our biggest challenges. For the past 4 years, I have the honor to be a jury member for STARS, that has created a large ecosystem of artists and innovators working with European industries. STARS has developed important initiatives such as residencies to support and fund residencies of artists in technology in institutions to bring original artistic contribution in technology projects. The Academy, where artists and engineers jointly teach digital skills, and the regional centers that are intended to expand the STARS initiative towards a number of European regions, and the STARS Prize that award artistic research that advances scientific and digital development. Just recently, 3 digital innovation hubs projects were launched in collaboration with STARS, and they support companies to become more competitive by stimulating and exchanging artistic point of views in their processes and mindset. And they're happening in the field of advanced manufacturing, of cognitive systems, of data-driven media and digital journalism. And there are more of these kind of collaborations that are happening in a variety of European countries, such as Portugal or Italy. Starting from the digital innovation hubs that can integrate this arts-driven approach, we can make sure that arts, design, and creativity become fundamental elements for a more sustainable innovation model that can create public value, putting digital technologies and services at the service of business, communities, and citizens. In this way, it is also possible to encourage a broad engagement of citizens and stakeholders to improve our public communication about innovation and the understanding that society has, to allow society to better direct technological development towards seeking solutions to today's major challenges in the industry and for society. Let me conclude by highlighting the educational value of linking the digital innovation hubs and the STARS initiatives. Bringing together scientists, engineers, designers, artists, and entrepreneurs to develop and showcase cutting-edge prototypes will also create a range of educational activities with a cross-disciplinary approach that increase digital skills and the ecological awareness of citizens. And we need this because we need large-scale behavioral change in society. Bringing very different creative minds together is key, since only diversity can produce answers to the questions raised by the new ecological and digital era. The STARS approach, in my opinion, can provide a strong added value to the European digital innovation hubs, guiding EU innovation actions towards a more systematic inclusion of the arts. we should seize this opportunity for the reinvention of our design, art, and technological practices, capable of driving Europe forward, learning from its past in order to shape the future. This enables to experiment new technology transfer models, new methods of co-creation with scientists and artists, and generate new capabilities and skills where synergies and boundaries between creative disciplines are blurred. This is what science and arts has always done in their history, generating a big leap forward for our societies. This kind of collaborations have the power to help Europe paving the way towards the full use of the digital linked to design and science to achieve the European Green Deal objectives. Thank you very much.